Bisji. I think I pronounced correctly. Sorry, Sandagi. Khandelwalji and Chandraji. I'm sorry, I just mixed up. Sorry. And everyone present here, there are persons from outside the country also. So to everyone, for my thanks for making this happen because everyone is here and welcome you to this initiative of CPET. Uh, I do not belong to the four categories which in his belong to anywhere. Of course, government indirectly, yes, but that I don't belong to any. So I was very less. So in that, what is happening is how do we dispose it? So disposal becomes an issue. Now that can form a idea of a startup to collect it, maybe get it molded to some other things to CPET. We tried something when I was in charge of Tripura for 2 years. So CPET Tripura only, some issues, some of the attempts were made, were recycling of plastics. So these used plastics or say which cannot be utilized, they are only being thrown off, were collected in some areas and then different items like even rubber cutting cups, those were also prepared. Now, can you think of something like that? Because that can form some kind of a way for some people to get an employment, both collecting, then molding it or transforming it, and then maybe selling. One more use that I have seen plastic is being utilized is like what that we forgot our history. I'm calling it history because it is yesterday and before. For example, now if I bring something from office, I mean, say something from the market, and it is in a plastic bag, what will my mother do? Even now, she will try to clean it, keep it for using it again, but not throw it. The present generation, we are slowly, we are becoming disposal friendly, uh, generation in a way that we just throw everything everywhere. Earlier, you see, things were utilized and reused. Now we are coming away from that. A plastic bottle, it will be there in my home because my mother wants. No, in this bottle I can keep something later on, but she will store it somewhere. And then maybe if it is on the bigger side, it becomes a flower pot or something, something. It happens in most of the families. Slowly we are coming back. The lesson that we are forgetting is reuse. And regarding climate and especially in relation to plastics, people always say reduce, recycle, reuse. And that is the buzzword kind of. But the thing is, we had a culture of reusing everything, trying to use something to the best possible or in the best possible manner. We're we are kind of somewhere shifting from there. I think while trying to do this and thinking about this, so many opportunities can come. What is thrown, can it be collected and can it be utilized in a different way? I don't want to go on with any kind of technical things or not because I'm not from that area. But I thought these two, three things regarding reuse and ensuring employment generation through reuse and recycle. I think that is one we should now think about. Industry is ready, but collection is an issue. So there is an opportunity. How can we make it happen? Khandelwalji was telling me that industry is all ready. There are so many technologies and everything is there, but ground level collection is an issue. So I think together something we all can come up with something, some kind of roadmap which some of you at least can share with us from maybe CPEC. And from our side, because we work in rural areas, we also try to see how we can, take that approach and make it maybe usable for different areas. And with that, we can result in some kind of employment generation in the ground level. Why this required is because the people, especially youth from Assam, are mostly going out and they have become a liability in a way because up to 18 years or so, they will be definitely, they will have to be cared for. And when they come back, either they are old or they are diseased, or they are not in a situation to work as they were when they went out. Now they again become an kind of liability on the economy. Can we think of a way to help them to be here by getting them engaged in this kind of activities also in along with others? So these are a few things I thought I'll share. All of you are much experienced in this field than me, and you have got much exposure also. So nothing in that. This is what I was carrying in my mind till since the time Dr. Deka invited me for this. So I thought I'll share. I can tell you government is always there, but somewhere the missing link is like Khandelwalji was telling me. He does have missing link is collection. If it is collected, it can be done. So likewise, the missing link maybe with all of us maybe we are not thinking in that line. Individually thinking, maybe collectively not thinking. So I'm just putting this ball on your court so that some kind of pointers comes with which all of us can work. With this, I and again I secret I kind of acknowledge the effort being made by CPEC. Here they are doing a lot of work. Even startup also they are supporting. In Tripura also I saw CPEC. They had been offering their facilities for entrepreneurs to do their work, initial work at least, or even sometimes to use it continuously for quite some time. Here also they are doing it. So what I learned from when I was visiting CPET, both Tripura and here is that the commitment level is pretty high. Commitment level is pretty high of the officials. If I discuss something, which because I don't know many things, so whatever comes to my mind, I'll discuss. Later on, I say they will work on it. In Tripura also I saw, here also I saw. So then working on it is what shows the commitment, not only commitment, it is also how involved one is in that whole process. Here also, I just express it that way only. And I'm quite sure with all the effort that Spain is trying to put, the whole area, whole sector would definitely bloom. And more of our youths would be engaged with anything related to plastic with a lot of pride, saying we are saving the environment and making it also comfortable for the people to, to carry out with their day-to-day life. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening address. It is now our privilege to introduce Shri Dev Kumar Mishra, District Commissioner, Kamrup, Assam. A seasoned Assam Civil Service Officer, Shri Mishra sir has been leading the district administration with dedication, focusing on development, governance, and public welfare. Under his leadership, Kamrup district has witnessed several impactful initiatives in infrastructure, development, education, and health care outreach. May we request Shri Devkumar Mishra sir to kindly address the event. Please join me in welcoming Shri Devkumar Mishra sir, whose dedication and vision continue to strengthen the welfare and progress of Kamrup district. So please, sir.
Good morning to all of you present here. On the dais, Additional Secretary to the Government of Assam, Sri Sajat Alon, Director CPET, Dr. Deka, CGM from NABARD, Mr. Loken Das, who spoke just before me. And on the dais again, Mr. Khandelwal and Mr. Chanda, and all other respective dignitaries sitting here, respected members from press fraternity, and more particularly all
respected participants who have joined virtually. Thank you all very much for hosting this event, 2 days long event in Guwahati this time, as the Director CPET has told that this is the second occasion they have been doing this. Prior to this, they hold this on in Tripura. So this is the second occasion they are doing the national level seminar, that too in Guwahati this time. So we really thank CPET here for hosting this event. And CPET, actually, this is, I treat myself as a member of CPET family because I am associated with CPET since long, during the birth of, I mean, when was born, more or less, because I was here. At that time also, I worked as circle officer in this region, in this circle, when CPET was born, maybe 25 years ago. 25 years ago, at that time when CPET was born, I was circle officer here. So I was associated with transferring the land and all details there. So I'm closely associated, although not associated physically, but still emotionally, I'm always with CPET. And that's why when 1 year back in 2024, when I joined here, and immediately after some time, Director CPET has told, I mean, invited me for some occasions in CPET. So I was very happy to be there and to get associated myself again after it's a sort of reunion after long years. So again, I thank you, Director, and all his associates for inviting me for this gathering, for this national conference. And second, as because this national conference for the second time, it's being held in Guwahati and more particularly in Kamrup district. So I thought that it should be prudent on my part to be here. So the 2 days national seminar on opportunities, challenges, and on for petrochemicals and allied sectors, like Mr. Mukendas has said from NABARD side, he has already pointed out some areas as because he is in all rural development sectors more particularly. So we have been discussing some matters, rural development or any other development aspects, industrialization, anything plastic and use of plastic or the reuse of plastic is more important, more prudent nowadays. So, but certain challenges are there. That's why they have convened this seminar, opportunities as challenges, so that we can think of or we can face how to face the opportunity, I mean, how to go with the opportunities and how to face the challenges. This is a very important aspect in today's life. So I think as because of academia and all other persons coming here, you would be more benefited after this 2 days long conference, and particularly the visual, I mean, virtual participants whosoever has participated from other parts, even other parts of Assam and beyond Assam, they also get the benefit. I won't speak much because there will be many technical sessions and there will be many valuable speakers who will be speaking in different aspects for this 2 days conference. So my only wish is let CPET be the torch bearer, as because they have been doing it earlier before establishment of CPET. Normally our consciousness was not up to that mark that whether plastic can also be a subject to study with. But later on, when CPET started their journey and when they spread, I mean, like anything in this educational aspects, so there are many, but still recently, when I went to CPET to have an interaction with them, they still say that still there are mindset that what would be the study opportunities, and particularly when they go out, particularly youth from Assam and other places, we are more or less homesick to a great extent. So whenever they go to in search of another place, studying here in CPET, maybe after some time, they want to come back. Because they want to come back, actually, initial stage is obviously some struggle phases there. So if they are doing it, they are struggling it in those atmospheres, slightly unfriendly atmospheres, then they will sustain. But our more, I mean, problem is that in this region, people in this region from Assam and northeastern states, we won't face much struggle. Rather, if any complications arise, then we tend to come back. This is the common, I mean, the mindset of the locality, I mean, youth of this locality of the state, of the northeastern states, and particularly again, there are other aspects that Mr. Das has said that, I mean, normally educated persons, they want to, but or they had a tendency to go outside. Rather, they go outside after studying. They absorb in many spheres, but when they come back, once ultimately they have to come back. When they come back, this is more or less at this age they cannot sustain, they cannot do any other further things. So the main period, fruitful period, is gone. So this is another aspect. But beyond this, we have to do something, particularly plastic and uses in guidance in accordance with CPET guidelines. Definitely, we'll have to think on it. There are industrialists from this part again. They have come here all along. So they will be delivering their speech, and I think there will be some enlightenment how we will do forward with our new aspects or making new opportunities. So I thank again CPET and all participants here for coming. And again, I think that through this deliberation in this national seminar, we come out some good things to go forward and to way forward rather to make a success in this scenario, in this sector in a bigger way. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and inspiring address. We deeply appreciate the valuable perspective shared by you, sir. We are honored to have with us Sri Sajjad Alam, SCS Additional Secretary, Government of Assam. A senior officer of the Assam Civil Services, Sri Alam plays a key role in shaping the state's industrial and commercial growth through his leadership in the Industries, Commerce, and Public Enterprise Department. He also serves as the chairman of the Regional Advisory Committee of CPET CSTS Guwahati, contributing significantly to the advancement of the petrochemical and plastic sector through innovation and skill development. May we request to Sri Sajjad Alam to kindly address the gathering with his valuable insights. Please join us in welcoming Sri Sajjad Alam to esteemed Additional Secretary, Government of Assam. Sir, please.
Respected District Commissioner of Kamrup District, Sri Devakumar Mishra, the Director CPET, Guwahati, Dr. Harikrishna Deka, the CGM NABARD, Sri Loken Das, Sri Chanda of BIS, and Sri Khandelwal of GAIL India Limited, dignitaries of the dais, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to appreciate CPET Guwahati for organizing this national seminar. This is a really pertinent topic, especially for industries and allied sectors. And they've done a really appreciable job in organizing this in Guwahati rather than in elsewhere in the northeastern region. Because Assam and the Northeast today have tremendous potentialities as far as petrochemicals and the allied sector are concerned. But in spite of the potentialities, in spite of the opportunities, we have not been able to deliver to the level we could have. There are several reasons for that, and this seminar may come up with the appropriate solutions regarding that, or at least the thought process can start with this. My earlier speakers have already told how this region has got petroleum and natural gas in such abundant numbers, especially after Baghdad, we have prospects of large amount of gas, and we have a national gas grid being linked to the Barauni Guwahati pipeline as well as the Northeast gas grid of IGGL. So today, not only we have gas, but also prospects of gas being transported from elsewhere in the country, both to and fro. Plus, we have new discoveries in petroleum as well. So, and today we also have the gas cracker plant at Lepetkata and petrochemical complex at Namru at Bongaigaon. and NRL and Numaligarh is also coming up with new petrochemical complex. So this is the time when we need to focus on what we need to do. And plus, APL is also in Bongaigaon, in Boltamari, they are also setting up a formaldehyde plant which will produce is going to produce formaldehyde. Plus, their methanol plant has already been active. So, so today we are at the threshold of a industrial revolution based on petrochemicals and allied sectors. But still, there is a difference between the lip and the cup and the lip. So this is what we need to discuss. So when this BCPL or the Brahmaputra Tanker and Polymer Limited at Lepetkata was set up, we have found that in spite of the potentiality and in spite of setting up a plastic park at Rinsukia based on that, we have not been able to get the right amount of plastic industries coming up. And we also found that a lot of the plastic industries which are there, including Pidilite, they were taking their raw materials from Haldia rather than from Lepetkata. So this is so this and we were at the industries department, we were forced to open up the Tinsukia plastic for other industries. Plus, when Boitamari, that formaldehyde plant was being set up, there are a lot of people who had come up saying that we want some kind of subcontract for this. I don't know why subcontract. Why don't you set up in the down the line industries? So our focus should be on the down the line industries. And today, everybody is speaking about the semiconductor complex which is coming up in Jagi Road and the down the line industry which will be coming up along with it. But why not plastic? Plastics will be very much required, and petrochemicals will be very much required to support that semiconductor based or IT electronics industry which may come up. So these and in this regard, we have definitely studied such models where the entire ecosystem has been built up, especially places like Dahej in Gujarat and Haldia in West Bengal, or even Paradip, I think, which takes this imported gas in Odisha. So why not in Upper Assam and in Jagirod, we can have such kind of petrochemical and plastic complexes based on already industries which have already come up. Uh, I think which produces the primary raw materials from natural gas and petroleum, like Namru, like your Lepetkata. So, so why not the down the line industries here? Whatever is the gap, maybe we need to think on that, and we also need to promote industries specific to that. Whether we get the right kind of raw materials, if there is any kind of problem which is there, which can, and we have an institution like CPET which can definitely help us in this regard. So this is, we hope at the end of this two-day conference, we will come up with solutions which can lead to an industrial revolution in these sectors. Besides, there is another problem which everybody counters. Whenever there is, I think we've been discussing informally even before this inaugural session that regarding plastic pollution. So plastic pollution is a genuine problem. We cannot brush it under the carpet, obviously. But at the same time, it should not throttle the growth of the plastic industry here. So, so plastic pollution is not cannot be solved by banning plastics as a thought process in many a discussion. But it is almost like you cut off the head if there is a headache. Rather, disposal of plastics and how to as Mr. Lokendra has told, to how to reuse, recycle, and reprocess. All these things we need to consider. Plus, but before that, we need to, when we dispose, we need to segregate other plastics, or even in the transfer stations, we need to segregate so that we can make proper use of the plastic. Or and if we cannot be used at all, it can be incinerated with due protection from that venomous gas will not go into the atmosphere. So these things can be thought of. But at At the same time, disposal plastics is something which we also need to give due attention to so that our environment is not destroyed while we use plastics. And secondly, it's also important that plastics can how can we use? There can be startups which uses recycled plastics, or we have seen for Singapore which had built artificial islands based on the plastic waste. It was followed up by countries like UAE and similar countries elsewhere in the world. So there is tremendous prospects of plastic and petrochemicals, but we need to charter our course properly. So hearing the deliberations, the discussions between different stakeholders is required. If there is a problem, no need to brush it under the carpet. Put it, put it on a piece of paper, and let us discuss. Let us find solutions, and and hopefully we will come up with a very flourishing petrochemical and plastic industry here. And talking of petrochemicals, another thing I would like to add is today we are blending petroleum with ethanol first and also methanol. To this will not only cut down our import bill but also uh, clear pollution to a large extent from fossil fuels. So, and ethanol, as we all know, first it has been produced from in the first generation plants are producing ethanol from maize and wasted food grains. But today we are also proud to see the bamboo-based ethanol plant, the second generation ethanol plant, which is being set up by which has been set up by NRL, and we also can tomorrow emphasize ethanol plants, second generation ethanol plants from municipal solid waste, so which also may include plastics. So this is something we need to think about, and the sky is the limit as far as petrochemicals and plastics are concerned. With these words, I wish this two-day national conference all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your visionary and insightful words. As we approach the conclusion of the inaugural session, it is time to express our sincere gratitude. To deliver the vote of thanks, may I invite Shri Utpal Vaishya, Academic Head, Skill, CPET CSTS Guwahati. So please.
Namaskar. Good morning, respected dignitaries and participants present in the hall. At the very outset, CPET-CSTS Guwahati feel privileged to have your presence in today's national conference on opportunities and challenges for petrochemical and allied sector in northeastern region. On behalf of CPET Guwahati and on my personal behalf, I extend my sincere gratitude and thanks to Devakumar Mishra, SCS District Commissioner, Kamrup, sir. Sajad Alam, SS Additional Secretary, Department of Industry and Commerce and Public Entrepreneur, Dr. Assam. Loken Das, CGM, Nabard, Guwahati. Manish Kumar Khandalwal, CGM, GAIL. And Sobhik Sanda, Director and Head, BIS, Guwahati, for sharing the dice in this program. Your presence is really worthy for us, and we believe that the experience and suggestions will enrich our capacity and give us support and confidence to move ahead and achieve our goals in the nation's interest. On behalf of CPET, I also like to express my sincere gratitude and thanks to all dignitaries present in the hall and their experience in this respective field will appreciate is appreciable, and we heartily believe that with their suggestion and experience will undoubtedly march forward in achieving our goal. We, on behalf of CPET, we also like to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to all the participants who are present and sparing their valuable times and hope to see you in near future. All participants from different domains like in Association of Industry Commerce, college, universities and business enterprise. I like to express your thanks for your presence. We will also extend our sincere thanks to our center in charge for his leadership, guidance, and support. We, on behalf of CPET, like to express our thanks to our Director General, CPET, CPET, and Head Office CPET, Department of Chemical and Petrochemical, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, for all support in organizing this event. We also like to thank Guwahati Biotech Park for providing all supports and providing venue for organizing this event. Last but not the least, my sincere thanks to all the officials of CPET Guwahati for their continuous support and dedication in their respective role making and for making this program successful. And I hope that all of will get benefit from the coming technical session. Thank you. Thanks for your presence. Thanks to all.
So to complete this session, may I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता।
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So with this, the inaugural session of the two-day national conference is thus concluded. So we will now have a short tea break. Kindly assemble in 15 minutes for the technical session. Thank you all.